Welcome back. Well, today we have the Republican Club. We have Ro Kendall, and we have Siamak Karimi. I know I butchered that, but I apologize. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And Ro, of course, as always, thank you very much. Now, you're going to be the next speaker that's going to be coming up at their event. But before we get to what you do and what you're going to be talking about, we're going to have Ro tell us a little bit about the Republican Club.
Well, the Republican Club is it's a club. It's a club, and we are all there together to celebrate family, faith, our Constitution, and we have like-minded members, and so we like hanging out together, and we're really into the Constitution and American, and we love it. So.
Now, last meeting you had Barnes, our sheriff. How'd that go?
You know, I wasn't there, unfortunately, because my mom got sick. I had to go to Florida, but
everybody showed up and it went well.
Good. We had rave reviews, and I did get a chance to see it on TV6.
Perfect.
So that was great. Yeah.
Perfect.
He's impressive.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
And let's talk about your meeting that's happening coming up.
Our meeting is going to be on June 16th, just for next month. We're usually the first Friday, but there was a scheduling conflict, and so we're now going to be there on the 16th, which is on a Friday also.
Okay.
And we have a very special guest I'm very excited about, Siamak, and we just love the Epoch Times, I'm sorry. And so that's why we're really thrilled to have him here with us today to give us a little teaser on what he's going to be talking about.
Welcome. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Tell me what your history is and what got you to this point.
Into Epoch Times?
Yeah.
I'm actually from Iran. I've lived in, I grew up in Iran, moved to Mexico City, then I moved here. I went to University of San Diego, then I went to China, then I came back, built companies, and then I found Epoch Times.
Okay.
And I saw this nonprofit company that's telling the truth, is a news company, and if you've lived in many different countries, you realize the value of true information.
Yeah.
So then I decided to drop everything and join Epoch Times. And then I got assigned to come to Orange County and LA to build.
Not bad, since you already were at the University of San Diego.
Yes, I'm a San Diegan.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. You know, why is it important for the Epoch Times to do what they're doing today?
Especially today, we have become so divided, and average people have no idea what's going on.
Right.
The day-to-day people that don't know what's behind the scenes, we're fighting over issues, that national issues that we have no idea, or international issues that we have no idea.
Right.
And there are forces globally that, like the Chinese Communist Party and countries like that have come into the media that are influencing us here.
Right.
So having a voice that's independent, that's free of advertisers' influence or other governments' influence or other ideologies' influence, that's for the people, it's really crucial.
Coming from the country that you come from, where there's an awful lot of restrictions, and possibly there isn't much freedoms. Do you find that today in our world that we're losing some freedoms?
We are absolutely losing a lot of freedoms. And the way, when I was in Iran, you can't talk about certain things. And when you're in China, if you say certain things, you get arrested and you get executed, and people say the government was right, you shouldn't have said that. And here we're going in that direction, but not, we're kind of doing it culturally. When the Communist Party took over in China, they actually used violence. They went after all of their traditional values through violence. Here we're doing it through culture. And we're going after our history, we're doing a lot of things to ourselves, but in a non-knowing, innocent way. So that's what we are able to tell at Epoch Times.
Well, we might be able to call it a subliminal message, right? Where you continue to repeat the message over and over.
Yeah.
So what is the most important things that you're going to be talking about at the meeting?
The origin of the paper, how the paper started, and a lot of people want to know where did this paper come from, and it started by a group of people from China that actually faced the persecution in China, and there's a spiritual practice called Falun Dafa, Falun Gong, is about living by truth, compassion, tolerance. They got persecuted in China, and nobody wanted to report on it. So this group of people started the paper with nothing, with no experience, no money, as a nonprofit here in the US, originally in Chinese, and then they grew it to English. And now we're the fourth largest paper in the country.
Yeah. Where's the headquarters at?
It's in New York.
It is in New York. Okay.
But we have a local office here in Irvine.
Oh, you do? Okay.
We actually just got a really big office in Irvine. It's like 26,000 square feet.
Oh,
and we're going to
fantastic.
grow a lot.
So are you going to operate like a traditional newspaper where, you obviously are going to have reporters and they're going to be reporting on a variety of different things, or how are you going to operate?
Exactly. We're actually we're doubling down on print. So we have a
Wow.
daily print in Orange County. We have local news.
Okay.
We have 10 reporters here. We're going to expand the reporters. And we have
Fantastic.
local, national, international, and lifestyle content. And our international content is very different because we understand China really well.
Okay.
Most papers don't understand how the Chinese Communist Party works.
Mm-hmm.
And so we report on things that other papers don't report on.
Well, the perfect timing there, Ro. You've got a brand new Irvine office going in. How did you connect the dots here and get him to come speak?
You're going to laugh. Pat Mycone said, I really want to get Siamak, he's editor of Epoch Times. I really want him to come and speak to us. And I did see that he was speaking to a Republican federation down in San Clemente, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
San Clemente. So I went to that meeting and I just walked up to him. I said, hi, here's my card. I want you to come and talk to our group. And that was it. He was
wonderful.
so receptive. And
Good.
just a pleasure to work
That's
with.
great. I didn't screw up, so that I got invited.
Good job. Well, let's remind everybody again when the meeting is. It's going to be on June 16th, and it's going to be in Clubhouse 5. And of course, you have your social hour at 11. The meeting's at 11:30, and then lunch is at 12:15. And you're going to be speaking, of course, about the Epoch Times, and we appreciate it. And if you want to learn all about him, you need to go to the meeting because he's got a lot of great stuff. So thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want more information about the meeting and you would like to make a reservation, you can always get in touch with Patty, and her number is on the screen. We'll be right back.